Hello again, class 301. Yes, the final 100 classes. Maybe more after that. It depends on you more than on me. All right, vocabulary, page 45, okay? List 35, según, according to. Según Pablo, no sé nada. According to Paul, I don't know anything. Anuncio de prensa, advertisement, British advertisement. Contra o en contra de, against. I'm against your idea. In favor of, against. Durmiendo, dormido, asleep. Shh, quiet. Marta's asleep. Marta has fallen asleep. She's asleep. Yeah. Should I wake her up? I mean, she needs to tell me when it's time. If she's asleep. Yeah. Marta, wake up. All right. Yes, mejor que, better than, better than. Worse than, better than. Cepillo, brush. A toothbrush, hairbrush, to brush, to brush, to brush your teeth. Cocinero, cook. Are you a cook? Have you ever worked as a cook? Me? I've never worked as a paid cook, no. I've never worked as a cook. Well, yes, excuse me. I worked in a pizzeria, and for about 2 months I was cooking pizzas. But that's not really working as a cook. All right, that's easy. Pocos, few. Tengo pocas oportunidades. I have few opportunities, few. Abuela, grandmother. My grandmother, my 2 grandmothers survived 90. Yes, one grandmother was from Taylor, Texas. And my other grandmother was from Fort Stockton, Texas. Wow. West Texas. Yes, Fuerte Stockton, near El Paso, near Pecos. Oh yeah, Rio Pecos. Yes, that's one grandmother. My maternal grandmother was from Fort Stockton, and my paternal grandmother was from Taylor, Texas. Uvas, grapes. The grapes of wrath, las uvas de la ira. Helado, ice cream. Now, estoy helado is I'm freezing, or I'm freezing cold. My God, it's so, I'm freezing. Eso estoy helado. Ahora, quiero un helado is I want an ice cream. Yo chillo, I scream. Tú chillas, you scream. Chillamos todos, we all scream. Por un helado, for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Yes, do you like ice cream? What kind of ice cream do you like? Do you like strawberry ice cream, chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, pistachio ice cream, strange ice creams? All right, imposible, impossible. The impossible dream, to dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe. Yes, the impossible. Learning English is impossible, right? No. All right, en vez de, en lugar de, instead of. Yes. Give me a pencil. Thank you. Well, instead of a black pencil, I prefer an orange pencil. Okay, good. Here. Thank you. Well, on second thought, los británicos creo que dicen on second thoughts. Pensándolo bien, on second thought, instead of an orange pencil, I want a white pencil. Okay, very good. Well, on second thought, instead of a white pencil, I prefer another color. Instead of. En vez de esto, aquello. En lugar de esto, eso. Instead of. Sí, hay que enlazar. Instead of. Y luego gerundio. Si va un verbo después, en vez de ir en avión, prefiero ir en tren. Instead of going by plane, I prefer to go by train. Instead of using this book, I prefer to use this book. Instead of isla, la isla del tesoro. Island. Fíjate cómo la S es muda. pelea vitalicia con Iceland. Iceland es Islandia. Islandia. Islandia es una isla. Iceland is an island. Yes. In fact, Islandia is incorrect Spanish. You should say Yelandia, porque es de hielo. Iceland. Iceland is an island. The Canary Islands. Eso sí que es una pelea vitalicia. For Spanish people to say the Canary Islands correctly. The Canary Islands, the Balearic Islands, the Hawaiian Islands, the South Pacific, the Aleutian Islands. Yes, islands. The islands. An island, a desert island. Varado. ¿Has estado varado en una isla desierta una vez? Have you ever been stranded on a desert island? I remember in my 6th grade class, 6th grade, sexto de primaria, the students were 12 years old. And the teacher says, okay, boys and girls, if you're stranded on a desert island, imagine, you're stranded es varado, que no puedes salir. You're stranded on a desert island, isla desierta, o sea, sin personas, solo tú. You're stranded on a desert island. Se muda, recuérdalo. And the teacher said, okay, boys and girls, you're stranded on a desert island and you can have only one object. Well, no it is. It's only 2 objects. What 2 objects would it be? And of course, I said, well, I want a glass or something for water. It's okay. But I remember one girl. I remember her name, Brenda Hunter. Brenda Hunter. And he said, and Brenda, and you? He said, 2 men. Okay. So those were the 2 objects. Hombres objeto. 2 men on an island. Más que, more than. Más que palabras. More than words. More than these books, the important thing is your effort. More than. Cuello, neck. Ojo, cuello anatómico, ¿eh? El cuello de camisa, no. Cuello de camisa is collar, como collar. Escrito collar. Collar. My neck and my collar. Yes. This is a button-down collar, but it's not buttoned, you say. Collar. Neck. And Marta's telling me to be careful with my microphone. Okay. Sorry, Marta. Collar. My neck. I have a stiff neck. Se nota. Por las cervicales. I have a bad neck. But that's part of life. Neck. None de los 3 sabe alemán. None of the 3. None of them know German. None. Ahora bien, ninguno, si es ninguno de los 2, neither. Ninguno de los 2 sabemos alemán. Tú no y ni yo. Neither of us speak German. None. Ninguno. None. Estar de acuerdo. To agree. Estoy de acuerdo contigo. I agree with you. Do you agree with me? You agree with me? And I agree with you? Then we agree. We agree that English is important. Right. Very good. Colgar is to hang. Hang. To hang your clothes. To hang your shirt in the closet. Closet is el armario empotrado. To hang. To hang. A hangar is where they don't hang the planes in the hangar, but that's where they park the planes. Un hangar, se dice aquí. Hangar. But to hang. Sostener, to hold. ¿Eso lo he visto? We've seen that 1,000 times. I'm holding a white pencil in my right hand. Hold. Yesterday I held several pencils in my hand, and practically every day in this course I have held one or several pencils to hold. Saltar, to jump. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. You remember, to jump over. Boom, to jump over. A high jumper. You're the high jumper. To jump over the bar. That's the roll. That's the old way. Now they jump like this. To jump over the bar. That's the high jump. To jump over. To jump over a fence. To jump over a wall. Callisto y Melibea. You remember in the La Celestina. Well, Celestina's or Melibea's father called Calixto un saltatapias. Eres un saltatapias. He says, you're a wall jumper, jumping over the wall, to jump over the wall, to jump. Ahora, to jump, cuando dices, mira, voy a saltar el punto 26. Si no te importa salto, eso no to jump. That's to skip. S-K-I-P. Listen, point 26 is not important. I'm going to skip it. All right, which is not true. I'm not going to skip it. But in any case, but to jump is dar un salto. To jump. Guardar, mantener is to keep. Keep. I keep my money in the bank. Pintar is to paint. To paint. Ahora, la expresión en español, eso no pinta nada. We'd say it's not important. It has no importance. But to paint. Goya was a very famous painter. Velázquez is considered. Velázquez and Goya, and perhaps, who else? Salvador Dalí and Pablo Picasso are considered the greatest painters in Spain, but there are many, many more painters. To paint. Elegir is to pick or to choose. To pick and choose. Se dice más pick casi, to pick. Look. Pick one. Pick a pencil. Any color, it doesn't matter. Pick one. Pick a card. For example, when you're playing cards, trucos con naipes, pick a card. No, I won't look. Pick a card. Pick any card. We say much more than to choose. To choose is hacer una elección. O selección. But to pick. Yeah, to pick. Pick a name. Pick a number. Elige un número del 1 al 10 sin decírmelo. Y yo lo adivino. Pick a number between 1 and 10 and I'll guess the number. It was telepathy. I can read your mind. I can read your mind. Pick a number. Pick a number between 1 and 10 and I'll guess it because I can read your mind. Pick a number. We don't say choose a number. Choose is correct, but we say pick a number. Observar, ver, to watch. I'll be watching you every step you take. Yes, I'll be watching you. Te estaré viendo, vigilando, observando. I'll be watching you. Okay, point 26. Unit 26, point 26. Are you ready? Mastering the interrogative. All right. Me traigo una chuleta, a cheat sheet, okay? She got married. Ella. She got married in 1977. Question. When did she get married? Good. Repeat. When did she get married? She got married in 1977. She found her handbag in her husband's car. She found her handbag in her husband's car. Question. Where did she find her handbag? Where did she find her handbag? She found it in her husband's car. I did it. 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 Lo hice. I did it because I wanted to impress you. Impresionarte. I did it because I wanted to impress you. Question. Richard, why did you do it? Why did you do it? I left her. La dejé. La abandoné. I left her because she was a bad cook. Poor girl. Question. Richard, why did you leave her? Why did you? Why did you? Did you? Why did you leave her? I left her because she was a bad cook. I had lunch with him twice last week. Twice. I had lunch with him twice last week. Question. Richard, how many times did you have lunch with him last week? Repeat, please. How many times did you have lunch with him last week? I had lunch with him twice last week. I gave it to her because it was hers. Se lo di porque era suya. Era suyo. I gave it to her Because it was hers. Question. Richard, why did you give it to her? Why did you give it to her? I gave it to her because it was hers. I went to the police station. Yes, a la comisaría. I went to the police station to report a crime. Wow, denunciar un delito. Yes, to report a crime. I went to the police station to report a crime. Question. Why did you go to the police station? Or what did you go to the police station for? Why did you go to the police station? I went to the police station, pero enlazamos, police station, to report a crime. It was difficult for me because I hadn't studied. Pluscuamperfecto aquí, porque no había estudiado. Por eso me fue difícil. It was difficult for me because I hadn't studied. Question. Richard, why was it difficult for you? I was angry because the food was bad. Okay. Question. Why were you angry? Why were you angry? Why were you so angry? Well, I was angry because the food was bad. I was driving to work when I heard the news. Oh, I was driving to work. I was driving to work when I heard the news. Question. What were you doing when you heard the news? Very good. I was driving to work. That's what I was doing. I was driving to work when I heard the news. I've seen him twice so far this week. Who? Him. I've seen him twice. Twice, eh? Not 3 times. Twice so far this week. Richard, how many times have you seen him so far this week? I've seen him twice so far this week. I've spoken to him. I've spoken to him. Es otro, allí, over there. I've spoken to him once today. Once. Una vez, no? Yeah. Question. How many times have you spoken to him today? How many times have you, point of view, have you, Javier, have you? How many times have you spoken to him today, so far? I speak to him about once a month. To him, yeah, I speak to him about once a month. Once a month. Well, how often do you speak to him? Or how many times a month do you speak to him? Mejor aquí, how often diría yo. How often do you speak to him? How often do I speak to him? I speak to him about once a month. Christopher Columbus discovered America. Not Amerigo Vespuccio. No. Christopher Columbus discovered America. Question. Who discovered America? Aquí no hay verbo auxiliar. Who es el sujeto? Who discovered America? Well, Christopher Columbus discovered America for Europe. Okay. He discovered America in 1492. 1492? 1493, right? No, 1492. No, 1493. No, 1492. Don't you remember? In 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. No. In 1493, Columbus sailed the deep blue sea. Oh. But it's 1492, right? Yeah. All right. So, he discovered America in 1492. Question. When did he discover? When did he discover? When did he discover? When did he? Me como la H otra vez. When did he discover America? He discovered America in 1492. It took him, Christopher Columbus. Oh, it took him 2 months to reach the New World. 2 months, yeah. How long did it take him to reach the New World? How long did it take him to reach the New World? Yes. He brought 7 Indians back to Spain. Y uso bring, el verbo bring, porque estoy en España. Si no estuviera en España, diría he took. He brought 7 Indians back to Spain after his first trip. Question, how many Indians did he bring back to Spain? Bring back, oh bring back the Indians to Spain, to Spain. He brought back 7 Indians. Excuse me, how many Indians did he bring back to Spain? He brought back 7 Indians. He made 3 more trips to America. ¿Se puede decir hacer un viaje is to make a trip? Or to take a trip? En este caso, it's a voyage to make. I prefer make. He made 3 more trips, viajes más, to America. Yeah. How many more trips did he make to America? He made 3 more. In 1493, in 1498, and in 1502. Yeah. Richard, how do you know these dates? I teach English, so I use dates a lot, okay? I have an advantage that you don't have. He died when he was 67. He died when he was 67. Who, Columbus? Yeah. How old was he? How old was he when he died? Escuche como la fonética mía, nativa. How old was he? La D de old suena. Y suena bien. Y se enlaza con el W de was. ¿Cuántos años tenía cuando murió? How old was? How old was Dwayne? Dwayne, hello Dwayne, was. How old was he when he died? How old was he when he died? He was living in Valladolid when he died. Really? Yeah, the question. Oh, excuse me. He was living in Valladolid when he died. Where was he living when he died? He was living in Valladolid. He was married for 37 years. Really? Yeah. I don't know. Really? How long was he married? He was married for 37 years. His wife was 64 years old when he died, when her husband died, when Columbus died. How old was she? She was 64 years old when he died. How old was his wife? How old was? Siempre se enlaza. Es uno de los trucos de la fluidez al hablar es la conectividad. How old was his wife? How old was his wife when he died? It's made of wood. Está hecho de madera, conglomerado pero madera. It's made of wood. Yeah, good. Question. Oh, what's it made of? Yeah, what's it made of? What, the table? Yeah, what's the table made of? What is the table made of? Ahora, con pronombre it. What is it made of? Contracción. What's it made of? What's it made of? It's made of wood, I think. Yeah, on the inside. It's made of wood. I feel fine, thank you. Good. Question. How are you doing? How do you feel? How do you feel? I feel fine. I feel fine. Mastering the interrogative. Yes, we'll come back and do more of this in the future, and a lot. Mastering the interrogative. But let's pass to point 27. Regular verbs. And we need to do the first column. I hate regular verbs. All right. I hate regular verbs. It's the longest column. Richard, are you worried? Worried? No. But do you worry a lot? No, I don't worry a lot. Did you worry a lot when you were a teenager? No, I didn't worry too much when I was a teenager. Did you worry about global warming last year? Not really. I didn't worry about global warming. Worried. I didn't worry. Are you worried now? No, I'm not worried now. Yeah. Did you use the pencils in the last class? Yes, I used a few pencils in the last class. Have you used them this class? I think so. I think I used, yeah, I say pick. You remember? I say pick a pencil. Pick one. You remember? So yeah, I've used 5 pencils in this class. And in the last class, I used all of them. I used all of them. Fíjate cómo enlazo aquí. Utilicé todos, o los utilicé todos. I used, pasado simple, all of them. I used doll. ¿Cómo se dice muñeca? Doll. I used all of them. I used all of them. But now I can't use them because I'm running out of time. See you tomorrow.